Hi everyone, this is Sunny from Database Tech. So today I had come up with one more new session on SQL Server Database. In today's session, I will explain what are SQL joins. So we have different type of joins, which is inner join, left join, right join, and full join. Let's understand them one by one practically in SQL Server. But before we start, we need to understand what are joins. So let's understand this first. Joins we use to combine two or more tables based on related column between them. Now, what does this mean? Let's understand this in SQL Server. And for that, let's open SQL Server first. So here we have two tables, table 1 and table 2. Now let's try to fetch the data from these two tables using select query. And how to execute the queries? Select them and click on execute. You can see we have the below output from these two tables. Now let us say what we need is we need ID name from table 1 and place from table 2. So how we can achieve this? We can achieve this using joins, because what we do in the joins, if you will go to the definition, it's saying joins we use to combine two or more tables. And what we have to do here, we have to combine data from multiple tables, which is ID, name, and place. Now this we can do based on some related column. So what will be that? Will it be name? Do we have name present in both the tables? No. Is it place? No, because place is not present in both the tables. Then the related column will be ID, because ID is present in both the tables. So now let's do the join. And what is the syntax? It is simple. You have to write down select. First you will give the columns that you need. So what we need is ID, name, and place. All the columns you need from these two tables. From table 1, then join table 2. After that you can use the keyword on. Table 1 dot id is equal to table 2 dot id. So first we fetch all the three columns that you need. Then the table 1 and table 2. In between you can see the keyword as join, because we had to do the join. And then the keyword on. So here we will give the related column that you are going to use. So here we are using ID. So we are relating this with table 1 dot id and table 2 dot id. Now let's try to execute this. But here if you will see, if you hover the mouse here on this red mark, it's saying ambiguous column name ID. And if you try to execute this as well, you will get the same error, ambiguous column name ID. And why you are getting this error? Let's try to see this. So here when you are trying to fetch the ID from table 1, this query internally it doesn't know like you are fetching ID from table 1 or table 2, because ID is present in both the tables, and here we are fetching data from multiple tables and it doesn't know you are fetching ID from table 1 or table 2. So what you can do to fix this, you have to specify the table name as well with the column names. So let's do that. So what we will do here, table 1 dot id, copy this, and here also we'll give table 1 dot name and then table 2, because name place is from table 2. So that's it. Okay, so now if you try to execute this again, you will get the output like this: ID, name, and place. So here we are specifying, okay, so this ID we are fetching from table 1 and we didn't get the error again. So you can do this in another way as well. because there can be the scenario where we have the huge table names, huge column names. At that time, what you can do is, if you don't want to specify the table 1, if you think it is big name, then what you can do, you can use aliases. And how we use aliases, let's see. From table 1, you can give the name as T1. I had given the name as T1, but you can give any meaningful name, depends on your wish. Then for table 2, you can give T2. And then you can use the same T1 and replace with table 1. And for T2, you can replace with T2. So we have replaced this alias names with table 1 and table 2. Rest is same. If you try to execute this again, you get the same output. So this is how joins work. Now let's again go to the definition here. So we have understood here why do we need joins and what are joins. Now let's understand different type of joins. Coming to the first one, which is inner join. Now how inner join works. To understand inner join, let's see this figure. In this figure, the first one is inner join. And what we are doing here, see, this is table 1 and table 2. And if you will use the inner join, what you will get the matching data between these two tables. So which is matching. Let's go to the SQL server again. Here we have used join, which internally behaves like inner join. If you will not specify inner join, if you will specify the inner join here, it will work same like join. So it is actually same. And if you will remove it, they mean the same. It will give you the matching data from these two tables. So this is inner join. If you will use inner join, you will get the matching data between these two tables. Now coming to next join, which is left join. So left join will give you all the data. If you will see, this is left join. It will give you all the data which is present in the left side and the matching data which is present from the right side, from the right table. So from the left table, it is table 1. So you will get everything from table 1, all the data, and from the table 2, you will get only the matching data which is present in both the tables. So let's see how it works, left join. Now here, what we do here, we simply say left join. And let's see what we will get. So you are getting this output. The data which is not matching from the right side, it has given us null. So let me show you how it internally works, because you will be confusing like how we will get to know the output. Like so, you need to understand this, like how this works internally. And for that, let's go to this figure again and see here. So this is table 1 and table 2. And now if I will use the left join here, what we will get, let's draw here something. So let's take this pen here. We can take any color. I'm just trying to make you understand like how left join will work internally, how it internally works. Now we are using left join between these two tables, and it will give us all the data which is present in the table 1, so which is from the left side, and it will give the matching data from table 2. Now here the first record is, here we are doing it on the related column which is ID. So it will first check, okay, so this is ID, and is this matching with the first record from the table 2? Yes. So it will give us one record, and then it will again check, okay, this one is present in the second record of this table 2. Yes, it will give us one more row. and then it will again come here. Is this present here? No, it will not match. So with the first record here from the table A, it will give us 2 rows which are matching, and then the same way it will go to the now to the second row, and it will again start matching the data. So it will come here. Okay, so this is present here. Okay, it is present. It will give one more row, and then it is present also here, and then it will give one more row, and then when it will come here, it will say, okay, it's not matching. So it will again, for this also, for this row also, it will give 2 rows. So now we get 4 rows, and then it will come to the next row from table 1. It will work same like this. So 1, okay, and then here. So it will again give us 2 rows, and then when it will come to the next row from table 1, which is 3. Is 3 matching with here? No. Is this matching with here? No. It is matching with here? No. So it will not give any record. But as I said, if you are using the left join, it will give you 3 here. But from the next table, from table 2, it will be null because it's not matching, but it will give all the data which is present in the left table. So from first row, it will give us 2 rows, and from second row, from this second one, from here it will give 2 rows. From this row also it will give 2 rows, and from this also it will give 2 rows, so which is 6. And with this it will give 1 row for 3, and from the table 2 it will give us null because 3 is not matching. But as we have used left join, so it has to give us all the data which is present from the table 1 from the left side. And if you will check the output now, let's see the output. So what you get? 2 rows, then again 2 rows, and then again 2 rows. See here. So this we get, and if you will compare the figure here, so we get 6 rows from first 3 rows, and from the 3 we get 3, and from the right table we get null. So here see, first 2 rows, then again first 2 rows, 1 1, then 1 1, and here we get null. So it's from the table 1, and from the right table it's given us null. So this is how left join works. So you get to know like how it internally works. Now coming to right join. So right join, the only difference is first you have to make it right, and from the right join it will give us all the data which is present from the right table. Now remove this. Now how it will work? It will give all the data which is present from the right table, which is table 2, and the matching data from table 1, which is from the left table. So it will start like this. Okay, this is present 1 row, this is present 1 row, this is present 1 row. Is this matching with 3? No. So from first row from the right table, table 2, it will give us 3 rows. Same way for this one also, it will give us, this is matching 1, 2, and then 3. So with this also it will give us 3 rows, 3 rows, 3 rows. Now it will start with the third row, which is 2. Is this 2 matching? No. Is this matching with 1 here? No. Is this matching with here? No. Is this matching with here? No. So it is not matching. But as we have used right join, it will give us 2, and from the left table, which is table 1, it will give us null. So total rows will be, for this one it will give us 3 rows, for 3 rows which is 6 rows, and for 2 1 row, and from the left table it will give us null. So let's see the output. So you can see it has given us, see, 3 rows, 3 rows, and then for the last one it has given us null. So why it has not given us 2, that we will check. It's giving null because I think so here. So you are fetching the ID from T1. If you will check here, see, this ID is from T1. So that's why we get null here. But if you will make it T2, now when you will use the right join, you will get 2. So because here we are getting T1, we are using the T1 and ID was from T1 table, which is table 1. So that's why we are getting the null here. But actually for the right join, if you are using the right join, you will get everything from the right table and the matching data from the left table. So that's why we will get 2 here. That you can see here in this output. So the 3 rows, and the 2, and from the left table it has given us null. So that was right join. Now let's understand how full join works. So full join will give us all the data which is present in both the tables. So let's see the syntax here. So we'll go to the SQL server. Now let's say what we need is, see, with the left join, first you use the inner join, you get the matching data from both the tables. With the left join, you get the all data from the left table and the matching data from the table 2. And with the right join, you get everything from the table 2 and the matching data from table 1. But let's say we have the requirement where we need everything from the table 1 and table 2. So this will work like a mixture of left join and right join. So you will get everything from the left table as well as from the right table and the matching data. So let's see the syntax here. The only difference is you have to use here full join. Now you get 2 as well as 3. See here, you get this 3. First you will get all the matching data which is present in both the tables, and then from the left table, see, you will get 3, and from the right it will be null and you will get 2 as well. Let's see the output. You get 2 and the 3 also, because you cannot see the 3 here because we are fetching ID from table 2. And if you will use here T1, now you can see that 3. See, or if you need both, you can get both the columns. So this is how, like full join, if you need everything, the matching data and the data from the left table and the right table, you can use full join. So that were the joins. I hope like you have understood today's session. You have understood all the joins. Now with this, let's wrap up the session. We'll come up with the next session shortly. Till then, have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care. Be healthy, be safe, and love your family. Bye bye.